Welcome back to the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. I'm Emma, and today we're diving into a health issue that affects millions worldwide: osteoporosis. Often called the silent disease, osteoporosis weakens bones over time, leading to fractures, disability, and in severe cases, even death. Today, we're going to discuss recent breakthroughs that show how osteoporosis is not just about bones, but also about the immune system, gut health, and nutrition. Alex, are you ready to explore these fascinating connections?
Absolutely, Emma. Osteoporosis is more complex than many realize. The traditional understanding focuses on genetics and hormones, but new research has revealed deeper layers involving the immune system and gut microbiome. These discoveries have introduced a new term, immunoporosis, which explains how immune responses can directly impact bone health. And let's not forget nutrition, which plays a vital role in maintaining strong bones.
That's right. Before we dive into these new insights, let's start with an overview of osteoporosis. It's characterized by a loss of bone mass and the deterioration of bone structure, leading to fragile bones that can easily fracture. Many people don't know they have osteoporosis until a fracture occurs, making it a significant health risk, especially for older adults. But, as you mentioned, Alex, immune system activity is also a key player in bone remodeling. This brings us to the concept of immunoporosis.
Right, Emma. The idea of immunoporosis highlights how immune cells are involved in bone remodeling. In conditions like postmenopausal osteoporosis, for example, the immune system becomes more active due to estrogen deficiency, which triggers osteoclasts, the cells that break down bone. On the flip side, M2 macrophages, which are anti-inflammatory, help protect bones by promoting bone formation through osteoblasts, the cells that build bone.
It's really a balance, isn't it? When pro-inflammatory cells like M1 macrophages dominate, they trigger more bone resorption, leading to bone loss. But when the anti-inflammatory M2 cells are active, they enhance bone formation. This balance between resorption and formation is critical for maintaining bone integrity.
Absolutely. And it's not just postmenopausal osteoporosis we're talking about. Conditions like diabetic osteoporosis also involve the immune system. In diabetes, high blood sugar creates an inflammatory environment that leads to faster bone loss. It's incredible how interconnected these systems are.
It really is. Another key factor in bone health is how the immune system interacts with the gut microbiome. Recent research shows that our gut health can directly affect our bones. Let's explore that next.
This is a fascinating area of study. The gut-bone axis, as it's called, highlights how certain gut bacteria can influence bone mineral density, BMD. For instance, research has found that bacteria like Roseburia feces are negatively associated with BMD in people with a low genetic risk for osteoporosis.
That's right, short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, produced by gut bacteria when they ferment dietary fibers, play a significant role here. These SCFAs help reduce inflammation and promote mineral absorption, which is essential for maintaining strong bones. So, the health of your gut can directly impact how well your bones absorb the nutrients they need.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is how the gut microbiome interacts with genetic factors. Some gut bacteria are linked to better bone health in people with a higher genetic risk for osteoporosis, showing just how personalized bone health can be.
Personalized health is definitely the future of medicine. Speaking of factors that affect bone health, let's discuss how aging and conditions like diabetes influence osteoporosis.
Aging is one of the most significant risk factors for osteoporosis, as it leads to chronic inflammation and a slower rate of bone turnover. As we age, certain immune cells like macrophages and T cells become more pro-inflammatory, promoting osteoclast activity and speeding up bone loss.
That's a good point, Alex. And in diabetic osteoporosis, high blood sugar doesn't just damage blood vessels and nerves, it also affects the immune system's regulation of bone remodeling. Hyperglycemia promotes M1 macrophage activity, which leads to more inflammation and bone breakdown.
It's a vicious cycle. That's why understanding these connections is so crucial for developing new therapies that address not just the bones, but also the immune system and metabolism. Now, moving on to vertebral body density and fractures. The research here is equally fascinating.
Yes, vertebral fractures are among the most common fractures in elderly people with osteoporosis. Recent studies show that vertebral body density not only predicts the likelihood of fractures, but also helps us understand how fractures progress.
Exactly. In fact, higher vertebral density was linked to more severe fractures, but it also acted as a protective factor against further deterioration. This highlights the importance of assessing vertebral density in managing osteoporosis, not just for preventing fractures, but also for monitoring recovery.
It's fascinating how a single factor like bone density can offer so much insight into fracture risk and progression. Now let's talk about how nutrition plays into all of this.
Nutrition is key in preventing osteoporosis and fragility fractures. Studies show that diets rich in protein, calcium, and vitamin D are essential for maintaining bone health. And it's not just about milk and dairy. Fruits and vegetables also play a role because they're rich in vitamins and minerals that support bone metabolism.
That's right. The Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, has been shown to promote both gut and bone health. Interestingly, the fiber in fruits and vegetables acts as a prebiotic, supporting a healthy gut microbiome, which in turn enhances mineral absorption.
And on the flip side, sugar-sweetened beverages like sodas can actually harm bone health by displacing healthier calcium-rich beverages like milk. It's fascinating how much diet impacts bone density and, by extension, fracture risk.
Absolutely. But beyond nutrition, we're also seeing some exciting developments in therapies targeting the gut-bone axis.
The gut microbiota produces metabolites like short-chain fatty acids, CFAs, that influence bone health by modulating inflammation and promoting mineral absorption. Prebiotics, which are essentially complex carbohydrates that nourish beneficial gut bacteria, can enhance this process.
SCFAs like acetate, butyrate, and propionate are crucial here, as they help regulate inflammation and bone remodeling. These compounds can suppress the activity of osteoclasts, which are responsible for breaking down bone.
Exactly. By supporting a healthy gut microbiome with prebiotics and probiotics, we can influence bone health and potentially slow the progression of osteoporosis. Now let's discuss an exciting new approach: propolis nanoemulsions.
Propolis nanoemulsions, or PNEs, are showing promise in managing osteoporosis by altering the gut microbiome. In an animal model, PNEs helped balance the gut bacteria, reducing inflammation and improving bone density. It's a novel approach to treating osteoporosis by targeting the gut-bone axis.
That's right. These nanoemulsions are designed to enhance gastrointestinal stability, making them more effective in modulating gut health. The research shows that by maintaining the homeostasis of gut microbiota, we can potentially reduce bone loss and promote healthier bone remodeling.
It's an exciting field. Now, let's talk about a more traditional approach: Sambucus williamsii, also known as Chinese elder. It is a species of elderberry native to East Asia.
Sambucus williamsii has shown incredible potential for treating osteoporosis. It works by promoting bone formation and inhibiting bone resorption, which helps restore the balance of bone metabolism. Recent studies have identified compounds in this herb, like camphorol and quercetin, which interact with pathways related to bone health, including PI3K-ACT and TNF.
That's right, Alex. In experimental models, this herb improved bone density by increasing the number of trabeculae, which are small supporting structures within the bone, and reducing porosity. It's amazing how effective natural compounds can be when it comes to bone health.
Traditional herbs like Sambucus williamsii really highlight the potential of using nature to support bone health. And speaking of herbal remedies, let's dive into the formula from the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies that's designed specifically to address osteoporosis.
This herbal formula is comprehensive, designed to tackle osteoporosis from multiple angles. It includes herbs like Sambucus williamsii for its direct impact on bone metabolism, and Cissus quadrangularis, which is known for accelerating bone healing and supporting calcium uptake.
Yes, and it doesn't stop there. The formula also contains Withania somnifera, or ashwagandha, which has immunomodulatory effects that help balance immune responses related to bone health. Plus, it includes probiotics like Lactobacillus reuteri and Lactobacillus rhamnosus, which promote calcium absorption and support the gut-bone axis.
The formula also features fructooligosaccharides, FOS, a prebiotic that enhances the growth of beneficial gut bacteria, which further promotes bone health. And to provide additional antioxidant protection, the formula includes Camellia sinensis, green tea extract, Urtica dioica, nettle leaf, and Curcuma longa, turmeric, all of which have anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce bone loss.
These ingredients work together to support bone metabolism, balance immune responses, and protect against oxidative stress, creating a holistic approach to osteoporosis prevention and management. The inclusion of vitamins D3 and K2 ensures that calcium is properly absorbed and deposited in the bones, rather than in the arteries.
That's a critical point, Alex. The combination of these herbs and nutrients offers a comprehensive strategy for improving bone density and reducing the risk of fractures. But, as always, we recommend consulting with a healthcare provider before starting any herbal regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medications.
Absolutely. And it's important to source these herbs from reputable suppliers to ensure their purity and potency. With that said, this formula is truly a game changer for anyone looking to manage or prevent osteoporosis naturally.
So, to sum up, we've covered the intricate connections between the immune system, gut health, and bone integrity.
For more details on everything we've discussed today, check out the full article on herbalbloom.org. Thanks for joining us on the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. Remember, with the right knowledge and tools, you can take control of your health.
Until next time, stay informed and stay healthy.
Take care, everyone.